I'm Charlie and I work in the Policy and Stakeholder Engagement team at PaleBlue.energy. I also sit on the Scottish Just Transition Commission. Our work is about how to get to net zero in a just and fair way. Okay, when we talk about net zero here in the UK, we talk about legally binding emissions reduction targets that the UK government committed to in 2019. This is to make sure that our greenhouse gas emissions, like carbon dioxide or CO2, are reduced to zero by 2045 in Scotland and in the rest of the UK by 2050. Now we know that's not completely possible, we'll still emit some CO2. That's why we call it net zero, so that we all understand it's our overall emissions that are at zero. But we'll do this in two ways. First, by reducing the amount of CO2 that we do emit as much as possible. We can do this using technology such as carbon capture and storage and through renewable energy sources like wind. Second, we can make sure that our natural world absorbs as much CO2 as it can. That means lots of green spaces and plenty more trees. One tree can absorb as much carbon dioxide as a car produces in 26,000 miles. Yes, of course, but we have to work hard and work together to get it done. It's about all of us taking responsibility to reduce our carbon footprint. A bit, but that's where the concept of a just transition comes in. This is the idea that we know we can't suddenly stop making products that we use every day, like steel and some plastics. Making that stuff is a pretty carbon-intensive process, but they also create lots of jobs, so we can't simply shut them down because that would put people out of work. We'd also end up importing these products from overseas, which is just moving the problem off our shores. Things will change. We need old and new industries to be less carbon intensive and to employ people in different but quality work that's right for them. We have to make sure that people aren't left behind as our economy makes this transition. Well, the good news is that we've already started. On some days, nearly half of the UK's energy supply comes from renewable sources. But energy is going to be easier to tackle than the big industrial emissions that come from places like Grangemouth, Teesside, South Wales and elsewhere across the UK. For this, we need existing technologies like CCS and new ones too, some that are in the early stages of research and others that haven't even been invented yet. Reaching net zero in a fair and sustainable way is a big challenge, but we need a range of solutions and a lot of determination to get there. But I believe that we can do it.